So, good afternoon to everyone. Before I start my talk, I would like to congratulate to all students. Today they spoke really well. Today my topic is Spark to Summit. So, introduction part is already done, but still, I successfully climbed Mount Everest in 2013 and Kanchenjunga 2019. Apart from that, I also climbed many peaks in the Himalayas. So today, Spark for me means sense or sincerity. I feel if you sincere in your work, then definitely you can reach to your goal. Passion, definitely passion. Here I am giving a good example. Messi, Ronaldo, and Virat Kohli. They are not just a good player. They are the world best player. Why? Because they are passionate about their games. Active participation, definitely it helps to reach to your task. Reaction. This is the most important point, especially in the mountaineering, because how you react with the people, it does matter. Especially in mountaineering, if you climb any peak and if there's any rock fall, you have to react quickly. Otherwise, you can't save your life. So, next important thing I feel keyword is knowledge, because unless and if you not have a proper knowledge about your field, you cannot success in your target. So I think these 5 qualities is very important to reach to your goal. So today I am sharing my journey of mountaineering. So mountaineering definitely summit is more important, but I feel the journey is equally important. Why? When you do any mountaineering, especially when you climb any peaks, you have to face many challenges, like you have to cross the grass field, you have to walk in a altitude where each and every step you get tired, you feel breathless. Sometimes the temperature goes -40 to -50 degrees. Imagine right now Pune is a 4 or 5 degrees, 8 degrees. So -40 to -50 degrees, how you can behave. The next important thing is rock fall. I faced twice as a rock fall, and I really tell you, it was very difficult to escape from that rock fall. So these are the challenges in the mountaineering, and if you tackle these challenges, then you can taste the success. That's why I think if you're Spark, then only you can reach to summit. So as I mentioned, my journey is divided into the 4 parts. These are actually divided into 4 parts. First, in 1992 to 2002, I done a lot of trekking. Then, 2002 to 2012, I have completed my basic mountain course, advanced mountain course, and a lot of expedition in the Himalayas. Then, I attempted Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga in 2012 to 2022, and after 2022 to now, I am just going to give back to society. So I come back to the trekking. So I remember when I was 10 years old in 1992, I had joined one climbing camp. And remember, that night I was climbing the same foot. Imagine a 10-year-old boy taking a backpack of 3 days equipment and walking on the sail foot. So that time we didn't have head torch. So I'm using hand torch and walking on the sail foot. And whenever I feel I need to put hand mat down, and I climb that steps. So there was an instructor was walking with me. He observed me and he told me, "Hey Anand, if you want to become a good trekker, try to avoid your putting hand downs, because animals there can use 4 limbs. We are humans, so try without putting your hand down." And later I was keep trying, and I successfully reached sailboat without putting my hand downs. That was my first lesson. And later in that camp, I learned a lot of new things: rock climbing, rappelling, climbing, and different knots, made new friends, and it became a passion. Later, I started going on the different treks, exploring flora, fauna, going on different forts, making new friends, and I started studying about the trekking as well. And I learned many things in that trekking, and then it became my passion. Later, when I joined in the college in 2002, I was not able to attend treks, and that time, when I get a chance, I used to go for the treks. But because of NCC, once I done my NCC, then I have attended one session in my club office, Girikujan. A renowned mountaineer, Rajesh Patade, he was a part of 1998 Everest expedition, and he was giving a session there, and he was showing the rock climbing field, rock climbing documentary, and I was super excited when I watched that rock climbing expeditions. I feel this is something which I definitely can join. After the session, I went there and met him. So he has asked me, hey Anand, why don't you come for the climbing competition? The climbing competition will happen in the month of September. I think this is the right time to join some more, you can say, next level of climbing. So before that, I attended 2 or 3 sessions and I was a part of that competition. And I tell you, there were 126 participants and I selected for the final and came on the 16th rank. So I made there many new rock climber friends, many mountaineers. They asked me, hey Anand, you have spark to do climbing. Definitely you can come for the regular practice. And they asked me to, you can come near the Ferguson College, behind there's a quarry. And I joined the training session. Still I remember that the day where I went the climbing session and I met Vikas Satarkar and Sachin Gaikwad. They asked me, Anand, if you can able to climb this route, definitely we can teach you. And I was struggling to complete that route. Almost I took 15 to 20 attempts, but finally I completed that route. And they told me, yes, definitely you can have caliber to do rock climbing. I feel I was lucky that year because they have planned for the 1200 feet rock climbing expeditions. And I climbed 400 feet. If I consider that 400 feet is almost 400-story building, imagine that height I successfully climbed that rock pinnacle. After that, they asked me, if you're doing good rock climbing, then why don't you do the basic mountaineering course? Then I was start searching of the mountaineering courses. And I found the NIM, Nehru Institute of Mountain, is one of the best mountain institute. That time I have decided the course fee was 4,000 rupees, but I have decided I'll not take money from my parents. I'll earn something and I'll do that course fee. That year my father gave me 1,000 rupees for Diwali celebration to buy clothes. And I decided I'll not buy clothes. I'll use that money for the mountain course because now I'm very passionate about to do something. And then one more thing happened in that year especially, National Education Foundation. They have organized an adventure called Enduro 3. And the cash prize was 5,000 rupees. I have decided I have to win this competition. And I have prepared myself and I won that competition and that money I used for my basic mountain course. Why I'm telling you? Because see, once you decide, once you're passionate about things, you can do anything. And I did it. After basic mountain course, next year advanced course, I did same thing. Again, I participated in the competition, I won the prize and I completed my advanced mountain course. So in that 2002 to 2012, I done a lot of expeditions. Whenever I get chance, I go in the mountains. So that year I climbed Mount Shiuling Peak. If you see, okay. So that peak, when I climbed the Mount Shiuling Peak, that is the peak actually on your left hand side, is one of the most beautiful peak in the Uttarakhand. And I'll tell you one thing, Giribemi has declared that Mount Shiuling expedition because they have that year was Silver Jubilee. I feel I was at the right time to climb that peak. Why I think it was the right time and right place? Because Giribemi established in 1982 and I born in 1982. Their expedition, they have declared Mount Shiuling, my father name is Shiuling. And their slogan is Anandasati Gyarovan and my name is Anand. So sometimes बोलते ना कि आप उसके लिए पैदा हो चुके हो. And I got an opportunity and I climbed that peak successfully. Before that, I attempted Mount Devtibba. I couldn't summit that peak because what I learned in the basic mountaineering and advanced mountaineering course and actual practical it is a total different scenario. I wasn't summit that peak, but I learned a lot of things from that peaks. And then later on, when I climbed Shiuling Peak, that helped me to climb that peak. Later, I done a lot of expeditions, and then in 2012, Giribemi has announced Mount Everest, and I was the part of that expedition. So you can see, you know the Everest, everyone knows, Everest is one of the most challenging peak. Why? Because the altitude is 8,848 meters. You can see consider the sea level to top 8 kilometers high, where the plane flies on that altitude. Sometimes the temperature goes minus 40 degrees, and you have to survive that situation. Especially when you do climbing in the previous field. So you can see that picture. crossing a crevasse field is more than, sometimes the crevasses are 50, 100 feet deep, where you can't see the depth also. That you have to cross the ladders and all those things. And I'll tell you my almost day story of special expedition. When we reach at the base camp, so we have to cross camp 1, then camp 2, camp 3 and camp 4. Camp 4 was the last camp where you can do summit push. And imagine from camp 4 to summit and come back, people usually take 24 hours. And it's called dead zone. Why it's called dead zone? Because the oxygen level is only 5%, where human cannot survive without oxygen. And once you start using oxygen, and if you remove the oxygen for 10 or 15 minutes, there are chances you'll lose control from your body. The story happened with me as the same. So for the final push, as our planning, we had decided to start summit push at night, 9 o'clock. You ask me why 9 o'clock? Because when you climb any mountain, they start at night because that time the temperature is freezing cold, so you can walk easily. And especially next day in the afternoon, the chance of weather gate can burst. So usually climbers climb at night. They reach on the top and they come back safely before getting dark. So imagine sometimes it's a 24 hours walks without water, without food. And you climb is total out mentally. So if you are mentally strong, then you cannot stop for you to climb that peak. And that day, as per our planning, we had decided to start at 9 o'clock. So we started climbing. And after 4 hours, I reached at balcony. Balcony, where is the place? Because you can see the Tibet and Nepal side from that place. That's why it's called balcony. And there was Sherpa was with me. And I don't know, suddenly I started feeling dizzy and I was not able to climb properly. So Sherpa asked me, Anand, what happened? I think I'm fine, I think. After some time, one of my teammates came behind me and asked me, Anand, I think you are not walking properly. What happened? So I told him, no, I'm absolutely fine. You can go ahead. I'll come back. After he went 5 to 10 minutes, I feel again more dizzy and I wasn't able to stand one place or one step. I asked my Sherpa, I think something was wrong with my oxygen mask. Sherpa took out my oxygen mask, he just observed the oxygen mask and he put it again on my nose. He told me, Anand, it's perfectly fine, don't worry about that. Again I started climbing. From balcony to ahead, I just climbed not more than 50 feet. And we took more than 1.5 hours. Then I realized something was wrong with my oxygen mask. I told my Sherpa, definitely there was a problem in oxygen mask, can you check again? He checked and he told me, no, Anand, it's perfectly fine. But my inner voice was saying, Anand, this is not the right time to go ahead. There was something in the oxygen mask. I told my Sherpa, I want to quit the expedition. Sherpa got angry because last 300 meters left and you were like, you're quitting, why? No, right now I'm not feeling well, we have to go back, I told him. Then Sherpa told me, see, last 300 meters left, don't quit because this is a lifetime opportunity. But that time I remember the one sentence when we were at the base camp, one of our seniors told me, hey Anand, sir salawat to pagdi 50. Life hai tu hai. Our mountains are always there, you can go again anytime. And then I realized, yes, I have to turn back. And I told my Sherpa, yes, we have to quit and I have to go back. Sherpa got angry. Why? Because he's going to lose his $2,000 for the summit bonus. And $2,000 amount for the Sherpas is a lot. Then he got angry on me and he started descending down. So I wasn't have any choice. I put myself under the rope and I started down. Suddenly I stepped my bag and I slid on that ice and got stuck at the one anchor. Sherpa was observing me and he came back and he asked me, Anand, I think you got scared, that's why you quit. No. I told him again, there is something wrong with my oxygen mask. So he took my oxygen again, told me, no Anand, it's perfect, I think you got scared. But next 2 minutes, I just fainted down. Imagine morning 5 o'clock, temperature was almost highest point of minus 45 degree, where I lost my control because of last 20 to 25 minutes I couldn't breathe properly. Then Sherpa realized, no, he has already problem, so he removed his oxygen mask and put on me. Imagine one Sherpa giving his oxygen mask. Why? Because when we are at base camp, we never treat as a Sherpa. Sherpa is a person, they help you when you climb any mountains. And they actually born at that altitude, that's why they have good lungs capacity. That's why he gave his oxygen mask, and because of that I survived. But last 20 minutes I couldn't breathe properly, so I lost my control. The Sherpa was giving me instruction continuously. I wasn't react because that time I didn't realize what going on with me. Then Sherpa, after sometimes he got angered. He removed my oxygen mask and he punched on my nose and he told me, Anand, do you want to die or alive? That sentence triggered me, and I started following the instructions. So almost 3 to 4 hours we were descending down. When I feel low, he was started hitting me. I got scared. Why he was hitting me? I didn't realize what's wrong with me. Why he was hitting me? But I just followed instruction, and after some times, he told me, look Anand, we are almost near the base camp, camp 4, and you are the safe place. If I stay more 15 minutes, I'll faint down here. Better you stay here and come later down. Then he left out. Then I feel very happy because almost he slapped me more than 50-100 times. And that I feel, okay, fine, let him go. I was sitting there. After some times when I reached at the camp 4, and because I was oxygen mask past 4 hours, then I start getting and then come to the real world. And then I realized why he was hitting me, to keep me alive. Because of him, I survived and reached safe back at the camp 4. So, friends, I feel here, why I'm sharing the story with you. Sometimes if you fail, it's absolutely fine. You can stay back, be prepared again, be strong and climb again. So 2013, I prepared properly and come back again and climb successfully Mount Everest in 2013. That is a actually story which I really feel very happy. Later I climbed Kanchenjunga and more peaks. But I feel I am very lucky. Why? Because there are so many people who helped me, they guided me, they supported a lot. Then now it's my turn to give back to the society. So 2013, after 2013, I started trekking club in Vidya Valley School. Why? Because nowadays parents and children, they are busy in their works. Parents, they don't get family time. Then I started, let's call them for the treks where they can enjoy the treks, explore, enjoy the nature. And then they started coming to the treks and spending family time. Even I built a wall in Vidya Valley School. Now I can tell proudly, there are 30 to 40 children who represent India, who won the national medal, international medal. Even the children climb many peaks. You can see the pictures. So that, and the extreme corner, that is my daughter. This year we climbed 6,000-meter peaks with many students. Every children go at Everest Base Camp. I plan treks with them and they enjoy a lot. So here today I am come to my session. If you stay calm, if you fit, and if you sincere in your activity, I think no one can stop you to reach your goal. So thank you once again. Thank you very much.